New name has just emerged within the Texas Longhorns program. This player is already making headlines, and honestly, I still can't believe he's going to play for Texas. And the most surprising part is that this isn't the first time this has happened. Stay until the end, because the next few minutes reveal a direct connection to one of the most memorable names in the recent history of the position at Texas. But before I tell you who the player is, I already want to invite you to subscribe to the channel and leave a like on the video, because here you stay up to date with everything happening within the Texas Longhorns. Rasheem Biles has just officially been named to the Butkus Award preseason watch list, one of the most respected honors in all of American college football, reserved for the best linebackers in the country. Being included on that list before even playing the first game of the season is by itself a strong indication that something is quietly being built. But what makes this news truly impactful comes next. To understand the real significance of this moment, we need to go back a little. Biles arrived to Texas after 3 seasons playing for Pittsburgh, where he built a strong foundation as a linebacker, gained experience, matured within the system, and prepared without knowing exactly when for the moment that was about to arrive. Changing programs is never simple. A new system, a new culture, new teammates, different pressure, and most importantly, much higher expectations. After all, wearing the Texas jersey is not like wearing just any other jersey in the world of college football. It is pressure on another level. It is exposure on another level. But could this change of programs actually be the decision that defines the direction of his entire career? Here is the detail that few people have mentioned so far. This isn't the first time Biles' name has appeared on this watch list. This is already the second consecutive season in which he's been recognized among the candidates for the nation's top linebacker award. That completely changes how we should view this moment. We are not talking about a player who appeared out of nowhere. We're talking about an athlete who has already been closely monitored, who has consistently produced, and who now finds himself on an even bigger stage to prove that his previous recognition was not a coincidence. Being included on a list of this magnitude for a second time is not luck. It's not a one-time burst of exposure. It is the result of consistent work, strong performances, precise reads, a player who understands his role on the field, and someone who is now bringing that experience into the most highly coveted program he has ever played for. And this is exactly where the story becomes even more intriguing. The most recent name to emerge from this same watch list and become a Butkus Award finalist was none other than Anthony Hill Jr., the former Texas linebacker. In other words, Biles is following a path that has already been established, a path that has already proven capable of taking a Texas player to the top of the national conversation among the best linebackers in the country. How do you evaluate this moment for Biles, knowing that he now carries the weight of following in the footsteps of someone who came so close to the top? This comparison is merely symbolic. It represents a real expectation within the program. When a player steps into a position that has historically been strong, with a predecessor who became a national finalist, the pressure automatically increases. But along with that pressure comes opportunity, the chance to write his own chapter in this story, not simply to repeat what has already been done, but perhaps to surpass it. For Biles, this recognition comes at a strategic moment in his career. He is only beginning his journey at Texas, and he is already showing fans, analysts, in the program itself that his arrival was not simply another roster addition. It was the arrival of a player who already carries a significant track record, who had already been monitored nationally, and who now has the structure, system, and exposure necessary to turn that potential into tangible results on the field. It is important to make one thing clear. As of now, this is the official information available. Being included on the Butkus Award preseason watch list is a real confirmation, announced this season, and it represents only the beginning of a process that will be decided throughout the games. There is no confirmation at this point regarding his statistical performance for the season, since the season has not yet begun. What we do have is the preseason recognition, the indication that Biles enters the season viewed as one of the linebackers to watch among the best players at the position in the country. And it is precisely this type of signal that often precedes memorable seasons. Players who appear on preseason watch lists carry extra pressure, but they also have extra motivation to confirm on the field what is already being said about them off the field. Texas fans are now watching this journey closely, knowing they have a linebacker who has already demonstrated consistency at Pittsburgh, who had already been recognized among the candidates for the Butkus Award, and who is now attempting to follow in the footsteps of a recent and symbolic name in the program's own history. The season is not started yet, but Rasheem Biles' name is already being mentioned before the first whistle is even sounded. And if the pattern that has followed his career continues, what comes next could be even bigger than anyone imagines. If you enjoy following everything about Texas Longhorns football, subscribe to the Bama Football channel, leave a like, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any important updates. And now, we want to know your opinion on this story. Leave your comment.